Alright guys, this is New Day Sunday. This is, of course I'm a few days behind now, because it's Tuesday now. But this was Sunday. I never got a chance to go over this or post this for anybody, but as you'll see here in the show here, Pope Francis at the Vatican is going to display St. Peter, or Peter the Apostle, his bone or bone fragments, to the public for the first time ever. And Peter's considered the first pope of the Catholic Church, which I believe personally Peter the Apostle would probably be disgusted to see what the Catholic Church is today. I don't think he would ever call himself a pope. I think that whole thing was completely spun out of control. I believe Peter to be an apostle of Christ and not a Catholic at all. He would never worship in front of statues and bow down and pray to statues and things like that. But this is what I'm doing this for is that we all know about Saint Malachi, or the prophet Malachi, who prophesied about the 112th Pope, which is Pope Francis himself, that he would be a helper of the Antichrist, and he would be a false prophet and a deceiver. And it didn't make any sense when, you had a guy named Pope Francis, I believe he has some Italian background, but is from South America, I believe Argentina or something like that. So it didn't make much sense. You looked at the Malachi prophecies and you're thinking, how does Petrus Romanus have anything to do with this guy? Or, because Petrus Romanus was, Peter the Roman was the prophecy that was attached to the 112th Pope, which is Pope Francis. So when Pope Francis became Pope and was a elected Pope or whatever, nobody knew how to put two and two together. Well, now we have Peter the Apostle, his bones being displayed by this Pope for the first time ever. So if you're trying to draw the connection between Peter the Apostle, Peter the Roman, or Peter's bones displayed in Rome at the Vatican by the 112th Pope, well, here's your answer. And that's what this is all about.
20 minutes till the top of the hour. This is something that has never happened before. The Vatican this morning publicly displayed what's believed to be bone fragments from St. Peter, an apostle of Jesus Christ, and the world's first pope.
They were found in the 1940s, by the way, buried under St. Peter's Basilica at the Vatican. Well, today the Catholic Church unveiled them to mark the end of its year of faith. CNN's Ben Wiedemann joining us now from Rome. So, Ben, I think a lot of people are looking at this and saying, well, if you found them in the 40s, why did they wait so long to unveil?
Well, it's not altogether clear why they decided at this point to show the public what is purported to be the remains of St. Peter. Certainly, according to the Vatican, they say this is to mark the end of the so-called Year of Faith, which was declared a year ago by Pope Benedict XVI, now, of course, concluded by his successor, Pope Francis. There's a good deal of doubt as to whether these are, in fact, the remains of St. Peter, who was crucified upside down sometime between 64 and 67 A.D. Now, the remains that are being put on display, according to the Vatican, belong to a man who was 5'7", heavy built, who died in his 60s or 70s, which does accord with Catholic tradition, but it's impossible to conduct a DNA test to confirm that. But really, this is a case of going on faith.
Ben, we talked about at the top the titles of St. Peter, but talk about the relevance and the importance to Catholics that these would now be available for public view.
Well, he is a critical figure in the history of the Church. He was, Catholics believe, the first pope, one of the earliest and most important followers of Jesus, who, of course, gave his life for the Church, for the faith, and for the Vatican. Today, he's a symbol of Christian unity. He is a saint that all Christians of all denominations follow, and that certainly is important at this time for the Catholic Church to reinforce the idea that there is fundamentally unity within the Church among all denominations and sects.
All right, Ben Wiedemann in Rome for us this morning. Thank you, Ben.
Thanks, Ben.
Still to come, a city of stories hiding in plain...
All right, there you have it. So there's the St. Malachi prophecy foretold and fulfilled. All right, God bless you guys. Jesus Christ is Lord forever and ever. Amen.